project is called Montage Culture, and it deals predominantly with memory and movies, and the way they kind of like intermingle, the way we misremember things, the way sometimes movie memories become memories in our own lives, things like that. Fade in, open on all of the openings. Open on these first stumbling steps. Open on our setting and the people introduced, reduced, scratched into something resembling characters, something resembling a book. Through my pen, my spectacled eyes, spectator and spectacle combined, the montage of me, scenes of myself, opening on my own boundaries between art and entertainment, between genres and mediums, between cinema and literature. Opening on the lines that separate them within my mind and the places they fail to. Open on a darkened theater, every darkened theater in which I've sat, every audience made up of family and friends, of ghosts and strangers. Grandpa's there, waiting for Clint Eastwood or Charles Bronson movies. Grandma can still remember John Wayne and Bogey. Mom is still able to sit through a movie without falling asleep. A blurry audience mass, a place I can hide, a place my writing can hide. As a child, lying propped up uncomfortably, wheezing and drawing air, waiting for the albuterol to kick in, still clutching the little plastic masks to my face like an adolescent asthmatic version of Dennis Hopper in Blue Velvet, waiting for the little fist grips on my lungs to release, waiting for the air to stop feeling like a bucket of Nickelodeon slime or the dust and couch cracks as it goes in, finding somewhere to hide within the films and television I watch, falling in through the pain, smudged or rosy, frail images, film stills, back of mind warped like a cracked lens. The sharp blows on my chest fall away, my imagination making the pieces of the people I see my own. I separate, and suddenly I'm one of the lucky kids in Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, or strapped into a proton pack as one of the Ghostbusters. My voice seems not my own. It speaks to me as if it is coming from someone else. Grab that chair right there. Listen to this story. Your lungs don't have asthma, it's your mind. Your breath doesn't feel full of sand, it's someone else's bad body. All right, don't break your arm. Are you afraid of getting old? I am, I say to it as we fade into the ether. We look each other in the eyes and it's no use, the voice says, wavering as if across cave walls. If he's coming down with asthma, I don't want him out in the rain. That's the last thing my voice says. Fading like the opening credits soundtrack. Letting myself slip into the projection of solids upon a plane surface. Into the tides of moving pictures, trying to will myself into the flickering television screen, into the crackle of old VHS tape, align my heartbeat to the rhythm of maladjusted tracking lines, find a flick which doesn't feel sick. On a note lost to the wind, I wrote that I was beginning to feel the symptoms of an asthma attack, chopped pieces out of the note like a paper snowflake, and let it fly from an open bedroom window. All right, close your eyes. What do you see? Rub them. Can you see the stars? Can you feel the film, blurring the separation between body and movie, the inside of my thigh, edge of my collarbone, the parts of my body that are changed by the scene, finding some real center on which to base the pain or textures, finding the film that makes me forget that my own body doesn't always do what I tell it to. Change me, cinema. Make me feel someone else's faults. Find the words on someone else's tongue, lose them, feel the vibration of their larynx when my own only makes pitiful bleats. Find the strength to move in a body on screen, or find a place to focus the pain to forget about the tightness of my own bronchioles and the way gravity is ever heavier only on top of my chest. We find this in literature sometimes, like reading Coetzee's Age of Iron, feeling the sickness working its way through my insides along with Mrs. Curran, hollowing muscles and bone, feeling it so much it's almost impossible to continue reading, feeling it seep through cracks in my healthy body, feeling the cancer welling up inside the way ink or juice soaks into a napkin, spreading tendrils of bloom. The look I've seen in the eyes of friends and family consumed by it. Slow, silent. No flames or smoke, but the charred flesh is there, just underneath. The same putrid smell. The same queasy unease I feel looking them in the face, making myself smile and hold back tears. Trying to grasp some language, even just a few words, to write into the silence of the room. The cold sweat starts at my palms. Works its way across my back and between any parts of my skin which touch. Trying to think of something to say, anything. Comment on the meal my dad just made us. Say something about the Chuck Norris movie on the television. Let loose a wild one and ask Grandpa about his time in Vietnam. Anything but the serene, quiet Gulf. In a similar way, I think of the strange ways certain films stuck with me, only one or two scenes. Brief feelings and lingering bodily sensations. Scenes that somehow left imprints on parts of my own anatomy. One that comes to mind is that scene in Saw 2, the only scene which stuck with me from any of those stupid movies, where a young woman gets thrown into a pit of hypodermic needles and you can feel each dirty metallic jab. You can feel the microorganisms and the bacteria rushing in with each arm. Every motion of her flailing arms and legs sends shivering through my own limbs in waves and pokes. Or the pieces of a Gary Wrath of God I am left with, Klaus Kinski and his hapless followers, fleeting impressions of smothering jungles, pressure and burning in lungs, buzzing coming from all sides, covering my exposed skin. The line between viewing and experiencing erodes in these memories. I have a distinct picture of Kinski's eyes, just the eyes, wide and horrific and looking like they'll kill someone all on their own, like they're coming for me. Some of the things I remember from the movie feel more like they happened to me than were viewed on the screen. I could feel the wet Amazon air collect in my lungs, the exhaustion from marching for weeks in my legs and back, or the fragments in my mind sometimes drifts to, of that first dark, haze-filtered night of Drunken Angel, the killer's anthem pressing in like the humidity in the accuser's TB-ridden lungs. I can't breathe. My chest is heavy. Back of throat is swollen. Live in this moment. Breathe in it. Stale air. The crisp pops and clicks time plays on the film's thin strip of celluloid. I want a movie of only beginnings, a story of beginnings, to stay in. Thank you.